Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I wanted to talk about the Proxmox. Well, I've been ignoring this amazing piece of software for a long time. I've been always thinking that running a virtual machine on VMware or VirtualBox or any other hypervisor was actually quite good and it was well enough for me. But it's not. So dedicating a specific machine for running your virtual machines was really an interesting solution here. Well, Proxmox is basically like a Linux with specific customizations to run virtual machines. And that's it. And that makes it amazing actually. Let's take a look at the UI. Well, it looks like this. You can pick the proper view, for example, server view. You can pick folder view, then pool view, and then tag view. Tags are great because I can attach those tags to specific virtual machines. For example, in this case, Linux. I have 3 Linux machines here. The OpenClaw, specifically for running OpenClaw. Then we have Haiku. Well, I like Haiku actually, and this is the specific dedicated virtual machine for that. And that's how it looks like, basically. If you want to run a virtual machine, for example, the Kali Linux, well, here I have the Kali Linux. Then you go to console, and then you press Start Now button. And then it just starts in your browser. So basically, this is my client machine, and I'm just using this address right here to boot into my virtual machines. That's how easy to actually use it. Well, Kali Linux is starting, and I have it running right now. If I want to run any other virtual machine, I can just basically pick it here. For example, the Windows XP. I just press the button and start it. No problem here. You can also convert the virtual machine to a template, so you can reuse it later. For example, if I right-click here, you can see the option Convert to Template. So later on, if I decide to have a new image, I can just basically create it from a template and then modify it. Snapshot feature is actually really good as well. So if I press here, you can create a snapshot. You press Take Snapshot here, and then boom, here it is. You just create a snapshot. Snapshot 1. Like you can, for example, type initial image and then create a snapshot from it. Then if you mess up something, you can always revert to the previous snapshot, and that's it. So really easy. How to actually install stuff here? Well, it's really easy as well. You go here, for example, to the local PVE, and then you select ISO images, and then you can either download it from the URL here, like we press download from URL, or you can also upload it from your host machine. After you have some ISO images here, you can press the Create VM button, then you pick the name for it, for example, Linux. Then you select some stuff here, the VM ID. You can just pick any number here. Then you pick the OS. In this case, I want to pick the Kali Linux, let's say. Then you pick stuff here, like version of the kernel, so that it actually customizes the hardware requirements for it. You can configure the disks right here. For example, you can configure the available disk size. It could be 32 gigs, it could be 60 gigs, wherever. Then we press Next. You can also pick the proper CPU type here. Whatever you want to virtualize, you can just pick it here. Then how many cores, how many sockets, and some additional customizations there. Then you can also customize how much memory you want to allocate for that virtual machine. Then network. You can customize what kind of network you want to be available in the guest machine. Yep. And then if you don't want to have it at all, for example, in case of Windows XP, I just disable it. So you press here and that's it. Then you press the next button and then you confirm all those settings that you have selected. Basically, the settings for your virtual machine. Well, here is our virtual machine. You can use it. And then if you want to actually make it full screen, you just press the button here. Then you press this. Yep, and you can see this is now full screen and you can use it easily like this. But there's actually more. If we go back to the same page, storage local, we can actually pick the ISO images, which I actually already showed you, right? But you can also pick the CT templates. You can actually reuse a template to create a specific virtual machine out of it. And for example, if we press here, templates, and you can pick any template you want. For example, the Ubuntu or Alma Linux or Debian. So once you pick it, it's going to download the ready-to-use virtual machine template. It's available here in LXC container space. If we go here, in this case, I have OpenClaw running right here. We go to console, so I can actually use it. And in this case, I have OpenClaw installed on this machine, as you can see here, OpenClaw. Yep, so it's basically a service running specifically here in the container. And to create it, you can just press this button right here, Create CT. And then, of course, we need to specify the host name, for example, OpenClaw test. Then we pick the password, press Next. and then we pick the template that we want to use. In this case, this is not an ISO image. It's not like something you need to install. It's already installed. It's pre-installed. So you basically pick it here, and then you configure it the same way as before. So as you can see, it's quite powerful. You can have multiple virtual machines running at the same time, doing different kind of tasks. Then you can install specific tools only for this virtual machine. You can make a snapshot. You can clone it. For example, here, if you press the right click here, then you press clone, you can clone this virtual machine. And then, guys, you can actually configure everything here. If you go to data center, you can see the status, how many virtual machines are running, the memory, storage, and CPU currently used. 37% of the memory currently used, because we have 3 virtual machines running at the same time. We have 24% of storage already used. And then, of course, we can customize how this actually works. If we go here to users, you can add as many users as you want to actually access this web portal and access those specific virtual machines. So here's the current user, it's root. Well, I need to change it and actually adjust it. If we go to my settings, we can adjust specific settings for this specific user, and then we can also change the password. So if I press this button, it's going to ask me like if you want to change your password. And that's not all, guys. If we go here to the nodes, we can see our current node, our current server, which is running the Proxmox. If we navigate here, there's actually a shell. If we press the shell button here, we can communicate with the bare metal. So basically, we can just type commands right here. For example, we can update our current host server, our current bare metal machine. You can also see the resource usage for specific virtual machine. In this case, this is OpenClaw. Alright guys, thank you for watching. This was a really fast overview of what Proxmox is, and I really believe that I'm going to like it personally, and probably you're gonna like it too. Well, let's see. Thank you for watching, and bye.